Hi there. Have you ever desperately wanted to make something change in your life? Like maybe you wanted to change your relationships, or maybe you wanted to get into the gym and you are trying, you've been trying, you've wanted this for a really long time, but you just can't seem to make that change? Well, I want you to know that you are not alone. I'm Tracy Peary. I'm the owner of Hope for the Journey. And change is what most people come to when or what they're trying to achieve when they come into therapy, particularly trauma therapy. They want to let go of the past and be able to make this new, great future. But the reality is that for most people, it's not so easy as just doing it, right? It's not so easy to just make a change, even if it's something that we desperately want. So, why is that? Why is it so hard to change? Well, in the 1980s, a psychologist named James Prochaska developed the trans theoretical model of behavior change, or TTM. I don't want to get into too much detail about it. It's not that complicated of a theory. But basically, it's based off of research that proved that, yeah, people don't just change. There's actually a pattern of stages that they go through. And I find that it's helpful to know that, especially so that I don't beat myself up when I'm not making a change immediately. It's helpful to know where I'm at in that stage. So I thought that I would share them quickly for you and see if it's helpful for you also. So the first stage is called the pre-contemplation stage. And basically, this is before you even know that there's a problem. And so another word for that might be you're in denial. If you have a wild drinking problem and people have been telling you need to stop, you've been getting into trouble, your relationships are suffering, but you're like, oh, I'm fine, I don't have a problem. You might be in pre-contemplation. The second phase is contemplation. Another way to think about this is all the excuses. So I'm recognizing that there's a problem, but it's all the reasons why I can't, I shouldn't, it's too hard, or it's never going to happen. Phase three is preparation. So at this point, I've decided to get past the denial, get past the excuses, and I'm starting to look at what's the best way to move forward. Um, Stage four is action. This is when we're actually taking action. And there's actually a fifth stage that I think a lot of people miss, and that's maintenance. Because it doesn't matter if you make this change. Like, so people will go on a diet, for instance, and they'll diet for a bit and maybe diet effectively. Hopefully, they're not dieting too those crash diets don't tend to work, but this is what happens with crash diets. They go into action and then they miss the fifth stage, which is maintenance, and lose it all and kind of go back to the things that they were doing before. So in future videos, I'm going to break down what this looks like in real life. But until then, if you're struggling, just know that if you really want to make that change and you're struggling with it, you're 100% normal and there's nothing wrong with you. You're probably just in one of the earlier stages of making that change. So just remember that change is a process. And in the meantime, go out, have some joy in your life, and spread that to the rest of the world. Thanks.